Hey, what's going on everyone, and welcome to another tutorial where we're going to turn an image like this into something like this inside of Photoshop using the RGB split and adding a few little textures to give it that sort of glitch effect feel. So let's jump into Photoshop and figure out how to do it. So inside of Photoshop, the first thing you want to do is come down to your layers panel and just duplicate your layer by hitting Ctrl J. Then come up to Image in the top menu bar, Adjustments, and hit the black and white adjustment. Then hit OK, all the default settings are fine. Then come down to your layer panel again and duplicate the black and white layer. Then once you have all three layers, make sure the top layer is selected and come down to this little FX button. Click that and come up to blending options. Hit that and it brings up this little layer style window. Then you'll want to come down to where it says advanced blendings, and just in the channels, we just wanted to deselect the R, which is the red channel. Then hit OK. So now to create that RGB split, we want to hit Ctrl T with the top layer selected, and then just slightly offset that layer. Then you can see the RGB split starts to come into effect. So another cool thing you can do is come back down into the blending options. And if you want to give it, rather than the red and blue look, if you want to give it a different color, you can simply come and enable the red channel again and just disable one of either the green channel. Will come up with the sort of green and pinkish color. And then for another style, you can come for sort of the yellow and blue by deselecting the blue. So you've got a few different options there if you want to create an effect that's not just the red and blue RGB split. So you've got a few different options. So we'll leave it as that for now. So one final thing you can do to really sell this RGB split as a glitch effect is by coming up to the rectangular marquee tool, hitting that, and then just come onto your image and just make a few selections along your image like so. Now to create several selections, we just want to hit Shift as we're dragging, and then you'll be able to have multiple selections along the image. So we just want to do that a few times. Maybe one more time. Then just hover over one of the selections, hit Control on your keyboard, and just slightly drag off to the left or right. Then hit Control D and it'll deselect, and you can start to see this actual glitch effect coming into play. Now we can do the same thing again, just making a couple of selections along the image, hitting Control, and this time we'll just move it off to the left a bit rather than the right. Then Control D to deselect again, and you can start to see you've got that glitch effect happening. And with that selection, you can also make a few, depending on your preference, you can make a few selections up and down just to sort of, if you really want to go hard with the glitch effect, you can do the same thing. Control D to deselect, and it sort of gets that up and down. And that can just add a bit more to your glitch effect, but that just all depends on your preference. All right, so that'll about do it for today's tutorial. If you did get something out of it, please hit that subscribe button. There's plenty more tutorials like this coming. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.